Oh, yeah. That was a bad one. Welcome to the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Skip.
It's Sharon who's going to take Skip to the doctor right after this.
Hey, everybody can do Louie.
Not everybody.
Hello, darling.
Oh, my God. Created a monster.
So how is everybody out there today on this beautiful sunny
Isn't it
day
gorgeous?
in Seattle?
And Father's Day's coming up.
Yes, my day.
Yeah, your day.
That's right.
Yeah, when you work even harder than normal because
Yes.
you'll be cooking.
That's right. Hey, so welcome to the show today. We've got some really good topics that we're
We
going to
do?
going to be talking about.
Okay.
We are going to talk about something that we've been advertising, and now the weather permits. It's time for us to do it, and
Yeah.
we'll let you know what that is in just a few minutes.
Oh.
So right now, you wanted to shout out to somebody.
Well, I want to shout out my shout outs because there's those shout outs. I want to say hi to Ann in Hawaii and to Nettie and Debbie and Nancy and Jeanette and Charles in Enumclaw and Charles in Texas. And I know my cinnamon rolls are coming. I'm so happy. And to all the peeps at the showcase, as well as Winter Ray, who listens on podcasts, because we're on podcasts,
Mhm.
Podcast One, I believe it's called. Is it not, Eric? Podcast One?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So they can go there and get all our shows
For free.
for free. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just
you know.
just go to Podcast One and create your little account, and you can listen.
You don't even need an account.
You
Oh, you don't? That's right.
And you can, subscribe on iTunes or
Oh,
tune
yeah,
in or just
yeah.
go to our website, 1150kknw.com, and listen there.
Well, there
Whatever's
you go.
easiest for you.
I mean, my gosh.
Or
we're,
with our
we're,
app as well.
we're all over.
That's
Indeed.
Wow.
Right. We are.
I also want to say thanks to Sharon James, who's our call screener, because she does a really good job for us. And she's also one of our psychics at the showcase on Wednesday nights. And also to Eric, our, what do you call some kind of engineer.
He's our production
What-
engineer.
Production,
There you
I
go.
knew you were something. Production engineer.
No, you're something.
That's
I'm just the guy behind the board.
Yeah.
He's our guy in front of the curtain.
That's right.
And I'm still looking for those red ruby shoes. When I find them, I'm going to wear them. I am. And when we click them, we're going to say, this isn't Kansas anymore.
All right. So tell the people about our events that we do and how they can find out about getting us to come to their events.
What the hey? We're married 44 years.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Skip and I were happy for 20 years, and then we met each other, So
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
we have a showcase. We have a showcase every Wednesday at Talking to the Other Side, the first Saturday of every month. We also do private parties, corporate parties, and, just events. So if you have like a small group of people you want to get together and have a Talking to the Other Side or private readings or whatever, give us a call, or a large group.
Sure.
We do all that stuff.
We've
We do
performed
ghost
in
hunts.
front
We
of
do.
over 600 people.
Yes, we have. We do marriages.
Yeah.
I do just about everything but cook. Well, another thing, but what the hell?
Yes.
We can't say that on television,
All right. So
even though we're on the radio.
let's take a brief pause here. Let the people hear from one of our sponsors, two
Okay.
of our sponsors actually, and then we will be back and we'll get into the topic of today, which
No,
is,
you're going to do my joke.
well, we'll do that too. But we're
Okay.
the topic of the day, which is
Ghost. Oh, I can't say it.
no,
Oh,
something that we've been really teasing people about, and they'll want to hear it and how they can
You think
partake
so?
in it.
Well, we'll
So,
see.
We'll be right back. Let's just take a quick break.
Saying how do you do? They're really saying I love you.
Ginger's Pet Rescue is one of the largest nonprofit pet rescue organizations in Washington state, specializing in saving death row dogs. As of this airing, Ginger's Pet Rescue has saved well over 17,000 dogs. Go to the website and find an adoption event near you. You can also volunteer to help at events, or you can foster a dog until they can be adopted. Ginger's Pet Rescue is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and accepts your tax-deductible donations. The website again is gingerspetrescue.org.
Are you looking for a new home? Is it time to move? To get what you want in today's fast-paced real estate market, you need Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway. With decades of experience, he offers you the personalized service you need and deserve when shopping for a new home. Ron Blood is a real estate agent, and he has his finger on the pulse of Pacific Northwest real estate market. From Vancouver to Blaine and from Wenatchee to Gig Harbor, Ron Blood will work tirelessly and get you into the ideal home that fits your needs, your budget, and your dreams. And if you haven't been pre-qualified yet, Ron will help you get pre-qualified so you have a distinct advantage over other buyers. Ron Blood will help make your offer stand out. Whether you're looking for a place to raise your family, find your dream home, or even downsize so you can settle in for retirement, Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway is there to help you find it. Contact Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway at 206-660-2884. That's 206-660-2884. He's also on Facebook. Just look for Ron Blood of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
Some people know a good thing when they hear it. Alternative Talk 1150.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Psychic Spectrum radio show. We are a call-in show. We'd love to take calls from you and answer questions, give you our psychic hits.
I thought my voice changed.
Some guidance. And the phone number is 425-373-5527.
Oh, how do you know that? I don't even see it.
Oh, it's on this side of the computer today.
Oh, no wonder I can't see it.
Again, it's 425-373-5527. So give us a call. And
Move the phone number trick, eh?
I want to introduce the topic of the week. Now, we've been telling you for quite a while that when the weather permits, we will start doing our ghost hunts again. Well, guess what? The weather permits. And
so far.
We've got them scheduled. We know where we're going.
Oh,
and
you know where
all
we're
you
going.
have to do is go to our website at psychicspectrum.com. That's psychicspectrum.com. Click on the Ghost Hunt tab at the top of the page and read down, and at the very bottom is the sign-up sheet for it. And so once you read the information, if you're still interested, you could go on the ghost hunt. Just go to the bottom of the page, fill in the information, and we will get back with you about where it is and what we're going to do. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to let everybody kind of know ahead of time here, so we're going to explain it.
But you're not going to tell them where you're going.
No, I never do.
No.
Not till the day of it.
I don't even know.
So we're going to explain everything to them, and if they're still interested, it's a great experience. So,
are you instituting the lottery?
On some ghost hunt, well, we'll get into that.
Oh, we will.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
So, it's time for
It's Sharon's Joke of the Week.
I love that. I really do. I mean, that is just, I wait for that every week. Okay, Eric, here we go. I was taking a shower the other day. I was singing in the shower, and I got the soap in my mouth. You know what happened then?
You cleaned up your act?
No, that's a good one. No, it became a soap opera. Just a little soap humor there.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Like a sudsy Pavarotti.
Sudsy Pavarotti. I love it. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
stay tuned too. Later on in the show, we've got a new segment we're going to do. It's called Stump Eric.
Don't tell about it yet.
But I'm not. Why? Don't tell them about it? Okay, just stay tuned.
Yeah.
We've changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, we changed it
have
up.
some fun with it.
Ooh.
All right.
You know, that joke was so small it shouldn't be out at night all by itself.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That one was even smaller.
Oh, God, I love that. I love this stuff. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about the topic, the ghost hunts.
The ghost hunt.
Okay, first of all, I have to explain to people the purpose of why we do ghost hunts.
We also are going to answer questions and stuff if people want to call in today, right?
Yes, the phone number is 425-373-5527. So give us a call if you have any questions you want some answers on. But the reason why we do ghost hunts, the reason why is because we want people to experience these things, gain some knowledge, and understand things so that when your time comes and it happens to you, or you have other loved ones who are going to be passing, you understand or you know more about it, and it gives you a little bit better insight. Now, the main point of the ghost hunts, too, is to let people know and understand that they are not gone. They are still around. They're in a different form. They still want to be with us. They still communicate with us, but they have a different type of existence over there. And you'll find out more about that a little later on in the show. But when we go out on a ghost hunt, we take groups of people. And whether it's an indoor ghost hunt, an outdoor ghost hunt,
We don't leave them there, do we?
It doesn't matter, but we will take people with us, a group of them, and as maximum as we can allow for the place. And everybody gets to experience this, and walk around and do whatever they want to do there. But they can also bring a tape recorder and record the voices of the ghosts as they speak to us, because it's called an electronic voice phenomena, or EVP. And believe me, they do. We've captured many, many voices of people talking with us that weren't there. And we also take pictures. Sometimes we get the ecto, sometimes we get the orbs. Sometimes it's just a wave or energy form. And we also, in addition to recording, you bring a small flashlight so you can see a small one. And we get to walk around the building because we do turn out the lights. Now, here's the best part about it. Our ghost hunts are not like they see on TV, are they?
No.
There's no Hollywood. There's no flashy and this and that.
There's no green light.
Right. And our ghost hunts, at some times, if people are looking for the Hollywood effect like you see in the movies or on TV, it's not going to happen. Our ghost hunts are pretty calm, but we have a lot of fun. We make it fun. And we use laughter and we do other things while we're at the ghost hunt.
But it doesn't mean some things haven't happened.
Yes, some things, a lot of things have happened.
I mean, but
not
nothing
like you see on TV or on the movies.
Well, I don't know. That time at Mandresa, no, it wasn't that one. It was Thornwood Castle. We actually saw that mist, that ectoplasm. Yes. So that's kind of like...
Okay, but let's get into that in a little bit. In the next segment, we're going to talk about the things we've experienced. So this time, I just want to talk about that this is not like you're going to see on TV. It's a fun experience, yet it's serious, and it's something that you will get some effect from, or some feeling from, or some knowledge about. So when we go, let's say we go on a ghost hunt that's outside. We could pick a cemetery or a lot, a vacant lot, or a building that's been half demolished or demolished. All right, so we go there and we say a protection prayer before we go in.
Definitely.
And we do that on the indoor ghost hunts too.
Yep.
And we walk around. We bring a lawn chair with us, a folding lawn chair. We walk around, let's say it's a cemetery. We walk around the cemetery. We experience it. People feel different energies there. They feel a vortex. Energy vortexes have happened. You have had the experience. I'll just use you for example. You've had the experience of like an energy or a spirit walk through you.
Yes, I did.
And kind of threw you off balance for a few
yes, it
minutes.
Did. I lost my balance totally.
Yeah.
I was like dizzy.
And then we've also had the experience where you were walking in a cemetery in the Renton and Kent area, and it's an old cemetery, old cemetery, and you were walking and your foot just went down into the ground through a casket, and
it went down into something.
It broke through. It was an old rotted wooden casket.
Oh, yes,
and
I did do that.
Anyhow, that was just an experience. Okay. So
it was just an experience.
We've had experiences where there was no wind, and
yes,
a lady was trying to connect with a spirit, and one leaf on the trees started moving, and it shook back and forth, steady, like in a permanent vibrating.
All by itself.
Yes, there was no wind, and it was the only one moving. And when she talked with it, it would react by slowing down or stopping and then start shaking again, giving her like answers to her questions or statements that she was making. The voices we've heard are like crazy. And here's how the voices...
You mean electronic voice phenomena, right?
EVP.
We didn't hear the voices.
Right.
At least I didn't.
Well,
while
sometimes we do.
Sometimes people do, but I have never. Thank God.
But it's like...
I'd rather hear it on tape.
It's like somebody sitting with us or standing with us,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking just like we are now, and they're making their own comments, like they're part of the conversation.
Yeah.
And you know that is not a voice of anybody who is with us, whether it's the two of us or if it's there. We've had ghost hunts with up to 40-some people, and nobody was around, and we
well,
still got these voices.
Well, the voices sometimes come across as a whisperish type voice too, and nobody in our group whispers. So
No.
you know, so we knew it wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
And we've had children's voices, and there was no children on the ghost hunt.
Oh,
so,
yeah. That's the
Yeah.
scary one of the
Yeah.
scary ones.
Yeah.
But there's lots of different effects that you get, you capture, and things like that.
And we've also listened to tapes, and there was nothing.
That's right.
I mean, it does happen.
That's right. So let's do this. We got coming up to a break, but when we come back, I want to talk about hearing the shovel noise
Oh, that was cool.
in the cemetery as we entered the cemetery. So we'll get back to you with that. Stay tuned. This is the Psychic Spectrum radio show on KKNW, 1150 AM, and we'll be back soon.
Really saying I love you.
Have you heard about the Psychic Showcase? It's a weekly event that has some of the world's best-known speakers on almost every topic in the metaphysical. It's been going on every Wednesday evening at the same location for 9 years. When you attend, you'll learn about psychic ability, ghosts, UFOs, angels, mediumship, astrology, ghost hunts, Sasquatch, and so much more. There's a complete panel of psychics, astrologers, healers, and other modalities. Everyone who attends gets a free psychometry reading from a member of the panel, and you can have a private reading before or after the program. Join Sharon and Skip every Wednesday evening at Fife's Poodle Dog Restaurant for the Psychic Spectrum's Psychic Showcase. You'll find like-minded people who are interested in having fun, learning, and experiencing the premier psychic showcase in the Pacific Northwest. Admission is just $8 per person at the door, and dinner and desserts are available from the menu. You can find out more information about the Psychic Spectrum's events at psychicspectrum.com. Since 1933, the Poodle Dog has been Fife's original landmark restaurant. More than 80 years later, the Poodle Dog is proud to continue the tradition of serving great food to their neighbors and friends. We invite you to come visit this iconic family-owned diner and enjoy their famous food and legendary service. The Poodle Dog offers a large variety of tasty meals, snacks, and desserts that are all professionally made in their own kitchens, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And the Poodle Dog Lounge offers a fun atmosphere with plenty of televisions to watch your favorite sporting events or just relax with friends. The Poodle Dog has 3 different banquet rooms that seat from 20 to 150 people for business meetings or for private events and celebrations. The Poodle Dog is the perfect place for your next event. That's exit 137 on I-5 at 1522 54th Avenue East in Fife. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., 7 days a week. Check out poodledogrestaurant.com or call 253-922-6161. That's 253-922-6161 for the Poodle Dog Restaurant in Fife.
Alternative Talk 1150 online at 1150kknw.com.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
In the words of my wonderful father, how do you do? You're back with the Psychic Spectrum radio show on KKNW 1150 AM, Alternative Talk. And we are open lines as well as talking about ghost hunts. So if you have a question or you want to make a comment, you can gladly call in, nimble those fingers. And it would be, if I could see the number, 253.
No, 425.
No? I was close.
425-373-5527 or 888-298-5569.
Thank you. I can't see the numbers.
Okay.
My mistake. I'm so sorry.
And we are talking about our ghost hunt that's coming up The next one is going to, the first one is going to be, of the summer, is going to be on June 29th,
That's a Saturday, I believe.
Saturday night. And it will be an outdoor ghost hunt.
Okay.
And here is, we'll get into what you should do to prepare to go on a ghost hunt and what happens on the ghost hunt. But right now I want to talk about some of the sounds and the things that have happened on a ghost hunt.
Yeah, because mainly we're kind of answering questions of people would say, well, what do you take to a ghost hunt? What do you do? You
Yeah,
know,
we'll get
so-
that in the third segment.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So right now we're talking about the sounds of what happens on a ghost hunt and the different things like that, and some of the places we've been to. So let's talk about a cemetery that shall remain nameless, a cemetery that in the South Seattle area. Before we walked into the gate, the entire group gathered, held hands, we said a protection prayer. We all turned to go towards into the gate. We all had our tape recorders on, and our cameras were available, and people were snapping pictures. But as soon as we walked into the gate of the cemetery, myself and another lady who was with us in the group both had brand new batteries, brand new tapes. That was Patty. And both of our recorders died instantly. And we tried and tried, and that wouldn't work. So I took the batteries out and I put in new batteries, and it worked fine. Patty did the same thing. Hers worked fine. Brand new batteries, just bought them that day. So we walked through this gate. Once we got the batteries working, which, by the way, before I go on, I will say that the batteries we had, I went through, I'm pretty sure it was either 6 or 8 sets of 4 batteries in
Yeah,
that ghost hunt
I
in,
think
in
it
the
was
course of
too.
about 3 hours.
And Patty went through a double-digit
She
amount
was the
too.
same, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think she had 6 sets of 4 batteries. But it just drained the batteries, the energy's there. And as soon as we got those recorders working,
But what drained the batteries?
the energy's there, the spirit.
The spirits.
As soon
mean,
as
just
we
for
got the
someone that may not
recorders
know.
working again, we proceeded to step further in through the gate, and we got nothing at all. No voices. There was a group of that was one that had the 42 people on it.
40.
And there was no voices, no sounds, no anything except a shovel digging dirt. And it went on and on and on for probably 15, 20 minutes. I can't remember
Well,
the
there
time
actually
frame.
was a person reading the sign
Right
that
before
was
that.
there.
Right before
And-
that.
No, it wasn't right before. It was during, while he read the sign. It wasn't even halfway through him reading what was on the sign that we heard the shovel and the rocks.
Yeah, we heard that shovel for 15, I'm going to say 10, 15 minutes. It was just kept going
Yeah,
on
it was
and on.
cool.
And it was just a shovel digging dirt.
But that was on the tape. We did not hear that as we're standing there.
That's right.
And
We
he was
didn't.
reading the sign. We heard the whole sign as he read it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, many cemeteries we've been to over the past 20 years with groups, many cemeteries. We've been into old underground Seattle, which is not that haunted, by the way.
According to you.
Well,
Who
according
knows?
to
Maybe
myself
they
and
didn't show
some
themselves.
of the group that came with us.
But maybe they weren't showing themselves to us.
And
Who
then
knows?
also, we have been to Manresa Castle,
That's a cool one.
and we've been to Fort Warden.
That's another cool
We've
one.
been to Tacoma Old City Hall.
That was
we
cool.
have been to houses that people requested us to come. We did ghost hunt in the house itself, and I got a cool picture of a ghost that appeared on the TV, and it stayed there and
Yeah.
it watched us. And anywhere we moved, it turned and watched us too. So its head actually turned, and the eyes.
And there was
moved.
nobody there that looked like that person.
No. And the TV, I felt it. It was absolutely cold. It had not been on all day, the person in the house told us.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many instances and so many things that have happened. Where's some of the other places we've gone to? We went to,
There was
that was a
tavern in the
tavern.
North
Yeah,
End. Yeah, I can't
tavern.
remember
It was up in Everett.
Is that where
It
it
was
was?
a tavern that was a known haunted place, and we got a lot of orbs on
And
pictures and
that's-
some voices.
That's the one where I opened the door to go in and it broke the band on my wedding ring.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. Now, has anybody ever been hurt on one of our ghost hunts? No.
No.
And we've never experienced anybody getting sick or long-lasting effects or that type of thing. Because we do a protection prayer, we always try to do everything in the white light. And on top of that, we make it so that we don't just go in there and do walk around and record and this and that. We tell people, if you encounter something, whether it's energetically or you see it in person or you just feel it, talk to them. Tell them their time has passed. Explain to them that they should go into or look for the white light and go into it, because that's where they can go home. That's where their loved ones are, their family. And they can come back if they want to, but to go home and find some peace first. And we've had good results because we've actually had people say, "Oh, is that what that was?"
Mm-hmm.
And because they've seen the white light, but they don't understand what to go to. Now, this is a good point. Why don't they understand the white light? Because I know there's people out there thinking about this.
I thought about it. I don't get it either.
I will tell you, it's really simple.
Oh.
Because they had no clue. They had never been on a ghost hunt. They've never experienced any of this. But my own mother, my stepmother, asked me, she said, "What does it mean when they talk about the white light or the other side?" And I'm thinking, you're a devout Lutheran and you don't know what the other side is?
No, wait a minute. The spirit that's there doesn't understand what the white light is. So what's that got to do with being on a ghost hunt?
Because when they were on this side in this life, they didn't follow through and learn things about that white light or the other side or that kind of thing. They never experienced that in this life. So when they go over there, they don't know about it. It's like giving somebody.
So that would be like your stepmother seeing the white light, not understanding what it was because she was so.
What do they mean when they say the other side?
Well,
and that's what they mean. There is an other side. And if you learn about it and you understand it, it makes your transition easier because you understand some things. Here's a good example. Your dad was 89 when he passed.
Yeah.
They lived with us for the last 15 years of their life.
Yeah.
Your dad, I should say, you're not your mom. She didn't want to talk about things like that. She was still afraid of it and wasn't ready. But your father, when we would bring books home or we'd talk about things in the psychic and metaphysical world, he would read those books. He would sit there and talk with us about it. He understood it.
That's because he had a near-death experience.
Correct. But that's also because he made a point to learn about it.
Yeah.
And become knowledgeable about it. So when he passed, when he came back to me and talked to me, he hit the ground running. He was doing things all he'd been there for bazillions of time or years.
Yeah.
And my father
he
did too, because we didn't know this till after he passed, but all the years I was growing up, he actually went to different psychics.
Mm-hmm.
And he told none of us this except you.
Mm-hmm.
And why he would tell his only daughter-in-law that, who knows, but he opened up to you and told you.
Because I was special.
So things like that, that's why people need to learn about things in the metaphysical and the paranormal and experience them so that they can understand them. So we've got to stop and take a break again. We want to help pay for the show. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back.
Thank you, all those people.
And we're going to talk about exactly what you need to do when you're on a ghost hunt. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show, and we'll be right back.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, "I love you."
Is someone waiting to speak with you from the other side? Are you trying to reconnect with them? If so, you have that ability right now. The Psychic Spectrum's Talking to the Other Side presents evidential mediums Sharon and Skip Linegang. On the first Saturday of each month, Skip and Sharon spend 4 full hours talking with those who have passed on. Everyone who attends gets a message from Sharon and Skip, they also tell you things they psychically pick up about you, kind of like a psychic reading. Their messages are often based upon the energy that the audience brings with them. It assists Sharon and Skip in transmitting messages of love, memories, and thoughts, along with evidential details that you can recognize. And this helps prove that their existence and love for you never dies. You may come or go at any time during the event. The doors open at 5 p.m. and the program starts at 6 p.m. Admission is $30 per person at the door, and dinner and desserts are available from the menu. You can find out more about the Psychic Spectrum's events at psychicspectrum.com.
Alternative Talk 1150, here to uplift your day.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Spectrum radio show. And by the way, that little commercial you just heard, our Talking to the Other Side event on the first Saturday of every month. The next one is Saturday, July 6th. And
Yes.
it's in Fife at the Poodle Dog. More information is on our website at psychicspectrum.com.
It's 4 full hours of you and me.
That's right. And we
That could
make
be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know.
and we make a point of
So
making
far.
sure we contact with every single person in the audience. And
Yeah.
and the thing is that I always say is you can go spend $200 or $100 to get a seat at an event from a well-known celebrity that
Which
does
is fun.
that, sure, which is fun, and we've done that.
Hmm.
But and you're going to go there, and 99% chance you're not going to be talked to by him or her.
Well, they don't hit everybody. That's for sure.
That's right, but we make it a point to cover and talk with everybody.
So far.
there.
Now, if we ever get big crowds like that,
Well, we've
Maybe
been
not.
we've been really stressed or pushed to the limit on things
Well, we
because
have.
of the size of our crowds. They're growing.
but in Pasadena with 500 people, we did not hit
Right.
everybody.
There was absolutely no way we could.
Yeah.
So
But
things
we
like
tried.
that. Yes.
tried.
But local ones we do. We make sure that we can.
Yeah, I mean,
to this point.
there is a lot of waiting your turn, kind of, but it's worth it. It's
Well,
fun.
when
And
you
we
have
go around
when
as
you
many
have that
times
many
as we
people,
can.
that's why it
Yeah.
takes 4 hours.
Well, sure it does.
And you're free to go at any
Oh,
time
yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
So you can get your message and leave.
Yeah.
It's not a stay here thing for 4 hours.
Exactly. Or you
So-
can just stay and listen. It's okay.
Okay, before we get into our another part of our topic, we have time for the riddle of the day. And like I said earlier, we are changing this up. So any of you out there who think you can answer this before Eric, our production engineer, answers this, call us with the answer. It's 425-373-5527. And this is going to be a challenge. And
I don't know. Eric's pretty good.
I don't know.
And use that same number, too, if you just want a reading.
That's
true,
right.
too. Yeah,
That's
that'd be
right.
good. Yeah, I mean, I
Because
think
we do have
everybody's-
open lines today.
I think everybody's just kind of sitting back waiting for Father's Day.
And
Well,
listening.
maybe.
But
So-
again,
But
if
that's
you
okay.
if you've got the answer before Eric and Sharon, she doesn't know this either.
No, I get to play too.
If you've got the answer, call and let us know, and you can win bragging rights for the week. You can tell everybody that you know that you suck less than Eric and Sharon.
Well, yeah, because I mean, we do a thing on Wednesday nights,
Yes, that's called Who Sucks Less.
Yeah.
425-373-5527
Oh,
or
look at-
888-298-KKNW.
He's putting
All
it
right.
out there.
Here
Did
we
you
go.
See that? He's ready for the
Here's
challenge.
the riddle for today.
Okay.
All right, you listening, Eric? All
I
right.
am listening. I'm trying to suck less
All right.
than
It-
whoever.
it's you against the everybody listening.
Okay.
It was a bright Sunday morning
Uh-huh.
when Mr. Brown was murdered. A detective told everyone in the house to say what they were doing at the time. The wife.
This already sounds like Clue.
I was going to
The
say, I
Colonel
think
Mustard
they did
is-
it
no,
with
no,
the
no,
candlestick.
no,
Okay.
no. The wife said, I was sleeping. The chef said, I was cooking.
Uh-huh.
The butler said, I was cleaning. And the maid said, I was getting the mail. So who did it?
Say that again. The wife was sleeping.
The wife said, I was sleeping. The chef said, I was cooking. Butler
Oh,
said,
I know.
I was cleaning. The maid said, I was getting the mail. So
So-
who did it?
So, who got killed again? One more time.
Mr. Brown. It was a
Okay.
bright Sunday morning when Mr. Brown was murdered. A detective told everyone in the house to say what they were doing at the time.
So I'm thinking the maid getting the mail was actually getting
Oh, ding, ding.
MALE.
Ding, ding, ding,
Mr. Brown.
ding.
Oh,
They don't do mail on Sunday. That was it.
oh. See,
Oh, there you go.
now I was way off track because I was thinking he didn't say what the husband was doing, so I'm thinking Mr. Brown just happened to show up and the husband killed him.
Oh, I thought Mr. Brown was the husband.
He was.
Yeah.
But it didn't say that.
Yeah, it says Mr. Brown was killed, was
Yeah,
murdered.
it didn't say he was the husband.
Does
Well,
it
that's true.
matter?
See,
The
I
maid
think,
was getting the mail that doesn't come on Sunday.
Yeah, all right. Well,
So,
somebody didn't even
Eric?
get to call in on that one.
Eric, you
Shoot.
you suck less.
Wow,
Hooray.
good
Good
job.
Man,
Good job.
you
that
need to
was-
go and think about Jeopardy, you know?
Yeah. Seriously.
The problem that I would always get stumped by trying to ask in the form of a question,
Oh,
or
yeah.
answer in the form of a question. That
Oh,
would
so from
throw
now
me
on,
off.
we have to have him answer in the form of a
That and
question.
Trebek's mustache would be distracting too.
Next week
Right.
I'm going to wear a fake mustache, and I'm going to write up so he has to answer in the form of a question. So, once again, if you want to call into the show, it's 425-373-5527. And we need to tell people what to do to go on a ghost hunt.
Well, can I give an example?
Yes.
Like, people, especially new ones that may not have any experience in this thing. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, thank God it's only been you because I don't know what I'd have done, but you'll tell me in a minute. But you've had like your flashlight, your glasses knocked off
Mhm.
and told to get out.
Yeah.
You actually heard them say that,
Yeah.
but you were alone. You were I wasn't with you in
Yeah.
the bathroom. But anyway, so what is the do's and don'ts when something like that happens to you?
All right. You got to think about this way. There's two different parts to this that I have to answer. Number one is when you go on a ghost hunt, you have to be respectful. Take this
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
This is no different than me coming to your house and acting like a total idiot, tearing the place up, having no respect, being loud, knocking things over, and blah, blah, blah. All right? The ghosts or the spirits, where they are, whether they're in transition, they move about, they come and go, doesn't matter. This is their house.
Mm-hmm.
So you go there and you treat them with respect.
Definitely.
You experience what's there. You get your recordings and your pictures and your feelings and see things or whatever the case is. But you got to do it with respect, because if not, you can have things happen. I'm not saying that they will happen to you or that they're really bad and this and that. Your legs are going to fall off. That's not the point. That never happens. But you can, I can't say that on the air, you can make them mad. Okay? And
Yeah.
they will act accordingly. They can be belligerent. They can,
They can
let you
push.
know.
They
So,
could push,
yes.
make a mark.
So that's what you want to do. Now, when you decide to go on a ghost hunt, we have certain rules that we follow. They're posted on the website on that ghost hunt page or tab,
Mm-hmm.
and at our website at psychicspectrum.com. You can go there and read them, and we stick to those rules. We enforce them. And there has been some ghost hunts where I've asked people not to, that they had to leave.
Only two.
And I've also had ghost hunts where I've no longer allowed some people to go because
Yes.
of things like that. We won't get into details.
Well, this is not a joke.
No, it's not
and
a
you
joke.
have to
Take
take it with
serious.
respect and serious, because even though we're going to have fun on this ghost hunt, we're having fun not at their expense and not at our expense.
That's right. And like I said earlier, learn these things, get to know them, because when you go, it makes
But you
transition
never
a little
answered my
easier.
question.
I will.
Oh.
Makes things a little easier. And so remember, you are going to be on that side at some point, and you may encounter somebody on a ghost hunt.
Mm.
And do you want to get karma goes on the other side, honey? Okay, so
Honey?
honey.
Honey?
Okay, what's the rest of your question so I make sure I get it? What was your question?
How do you react when something like that happens? Like if you're by yourself standing somewhere or whatever,
Okay.
or even with a group and you happen to hear "get out,"
All right.
which is the way it comes across, by the way.
Just because somebody doesn't want me there or feels threatened by it doesn't mean I'm going to get out. All right?
No.
I have left that area at some times. I have talked to them and tried to reason with them, and I've had the energies calm down. I can sense it, but you can leave. You can go talk to somebody. One example: when I was in the bathroom on a ghost hunt,
Mm-hmm.
I had my glasses knocked off
Yes.
and my flashlight knocked out of my hand,
Yes.
and I picked them up and I heard "get out,"
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Okay, I'm getting out," and I picked them up and I left. I went out into the other areas.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
you
it's,
just remain calm and you work with them just like you would a child who's throwing a tantrum. As much as you can remain calm, or somebody who you encounter that's upset about something, you can still avoid any confrontations with them.
well, the key is not to get in a fight.
That's right.
Respect them enough to say, okay, I'm going.
Sure.
Okay. But
So-
that doesn't happen a lot. It's just
No.
what if, you
That-
know.
That's rare, but it
Yeah.
has has
But it's good to
happened.
know, so if it ever does, you know what to do.
So what do you do if you want to go on a ghost hunt? You read the rules on the psychicspectrum.com webpage. You sign up for it, and you wait.
Oh, go ahead.
And
I'm sorry.
on
Go
the
ahead.
day of the ghost hunt, I will email you and tell you where to meet us at. Now, we're going to meet at a restaurant where we go there and we get at 7 o'clock and we get dinner. At 9 o'clock, we leave. And the reason we go there and have dinner is because not everybody can be there at a certain time. So we wait from 7 to 9.
Mhm.
Those that want to eat can come and eat with us, or those that don't want to can show up right before 9. But at 9 o'clock, we're walking out the door, all right, and we're heading to the place. And at that point at 9, about 5 to 9 or 10 to 9, I will give you a piece of paper with the driving directions on it, tell you about where we're going, and then we go. The reason for this is so that nobody can research it ahead of time. Nobody can start to play the Hollywood thing where, oh, God, I feel an energy over here because someone was killed here in this corner. I mean, none of that. Like I said, we keep this all above board. It's very sincere.
We have learned.
And we have learned, yes. We've been burned and learned.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we go to the place. We do a circle, hold hands. We do a protection prayer. We go in. We experience. When it's time to leave, we all leave as a group. Now, you are free to leave if you want to, but
you got to tell us.
and you got to let us know. And
I do a head count going in, the head count coming out.
we don't let people be running in and out, okay? Because it
No.
changes the energy. So if you leave, have a good night.
Yeah.
And then when we do leave, we all leave together. We do a protection prayer as we leave, and we go to a Denny's or a Sherry's or something,
Mhm.
and we sit down and we talk about our experiences.
And look at our pictures on our
And sometimes
cameras.
look at the pictures, yeah.
But
so-
we do not allow children.
No children allowed under 18 unless you pre-clear it with us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you,
And then they have to
we've
be
never
like,
allowed people under 16
yeah,
to
I was
go.
going to say, I don't think they could be under 16.
They can't handle it. They're not prepped for it, and they don't understand it unless this person was raised as a Buddhist monk or something, and has a large background in it. But even then, I would think about it.
Plus, if that ever did happen, the parent has to be with the child.
Yes. Now, you will sign a release form from the psychic spectrum. That's just for our protection. So let's say you
A release form to what?
to release us from any and all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's say you decide to go, you fill out the paperwork, and you are going to go with us that night. You are going to need 3 things. Mandatory is 2 things, but you need 3 things. First of all, you need a small flashlight. And the reason I say small is because we do not want flashlights shining around, people moving them. It wrecks the pictures that other people are taking in the
Mhm.
dark. And they don't get the orbs. All they get is this bright flashlight.
Yeah.
Plus, it blinds people. They're in the dark. So if you have a small flashlight, that's great. If you don't have one, go to Harbor Freight Tools. They sell them for $1.99. You get those little tiny ones with AAA batteries.
Mhm.
And then I have a red plastic film that I will tape over the end of it. So you get like a low red light.
Yeah.
You can see to walk around,
Yeah,
but
it just
it's
doesn't
not going to
wreck
wreck the
pictures.
flash.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to have a flashlight. That's a mandatory. Without one, you probably aren't going to be going in.
Well, they might have to stay with somebody else.
Like hold hands, because you're going to be
Well, it's
walking
dark
around in
out
the
there.
dark.
Yeah, and not all lands are even.
That's right. There's bumpy and
Yeah, there's
little
there's-
potholes once in a while.
Yeah, there's rivets and everything
So, which
else.
leads to the next point. You have to have a pair of shoes. And
Yes.
I don't mean slip-ons, clogs, or sandals.
No,
I
tie-up
mean
shoes.
shoes that or boots, whatever
Yeah.
you want to wear, because you like I said, sometimes you're not going to walk on solid, firm ground.
High
And-
heels are out.
Absolutely, hope no high heels. But
I could see me trying that. I think I did the first
you
one.
need to wear socks because if it's an outdoor ghost hunt, you're walking through grasses and things.
Yes.
So just wear socks. That's the second thing.
And I think long pants would be good because if you wear shorts, your legs are bare to any kind of,
Mosquitoes.
well, that and who knows what's in that long grass. You know?
And another thing you have to have is you don't have to, but you really should, or what's the point, is what I always say. Get a recording device,
Mhm.
whether it's cassette, digital recorder, or on your phone. It doesn't matter. Get a recording device. Phones don't really record all that well on the audio. They're good for pictures, but the audio is not, it's not all that great as far as picking up the voices. So that's another thing. One other thing you have to have on an outdoor ghost hunt is a folding lawn chair, because
Yeah.
we don't walk around for 3 hours. Okay, we leave about midnight, sometimes a little after.
Yeah, but we sit down and there's not a circle, but a group of people, and
we
we
sit-
sit
yeah.
there and check out the temperature and
I have a temperature
So,
sensor. We check it. People feel the energies. We
Yeah.
connect and try talking with any spirits that are there.
and we're old. I want to sit down once in a while. I mean, tell the truth,
Well, it's
And I'll tell you this too: bring a coat or a blanket because it gets chilly out there.
a jacket or a coat, yes.
Yeah,
And then some people have even brought blankets,
yeah,
and then they'll cover up and be nice and toasty
Yeah.
warm. I don't get cold. It's in the summer. I mean, I wear shorts myself because I've done this long enough.
well, yeah, but you don't wear
unless
short
it's-
shorts.
Unless it's mosquito season, then I will.
I believe
make
that's
sure I
called
have pants.
summertime.
Well, in certain spots, yeah. But we also have a little trick for you. If you don't like to wear the mosquito repellent, go out and buy a box of dryer sheets, a fresh box, and bring that with you. And you stick one up each sleeve. You stick a couple around your
Ankles.
neck, inside your shirt, around your ankles, and
It works.
it works.
And I
Tuck
usually
one up under your hat,
I usually bring extras.
and yes, and the mosquitoes don't come around,
You look ridiculous, but you don't get bit.
and you have fun.
Yeah.
So let's see. What else do we need to cover? Oh, the rules. The rules are posted on the page.
You already said that.
And they are pretty much be respectful, how to act, how to react. And one more thing we always say is don't show up at the restaurant thinking, I just talked to my sister and brother-in-law and their 3 friends. We're all going to, come on, we'll just come with.
Mm.
Unless you're signed up, you're not going to be coming in. Or if you call us and say,
Yeah.
hey, we just had somebody pop over, can we bring them along?
Yeah.
And the phone number's posted on the website at psychicspectrum.com.
And text if nothing else, so we can
And-
respond.
Yeah, and we need to know how many, and they've got to agree and sign a release and the
Yeah.
whole thing. And
Yeah.
you sign the release at the restaurant.
And have we ever had to worry about that? No. But
No.
it's just,
but
technicality.
to be legal and safe, we're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So, and do not come drunk.
no alcohol or drugs. It won't be permitted. Sorry.
No, you have to know what's going on, and you got to be able to
You
walk
keep your
and
senses
yeah.
unfettered and checked.
unfettered.
Unfettered and checked.
Unfettered.
That's right.
Unfettered, honey.
But we're very serious about this, but we have a lot of fun.
We do.
And you and I actually wrote a book called We Hear and Speak to Dead People.
Yes, we did.
And it's, we should have subtitled it, How to Do a Ghost Hunt.
Well, yeah, because the first half
Because-
talks about that.
The first part of the book talks about how to do a ghost hunt,
It's not
why
a
you
big
do
book.
it, and what you do on it.
Yeah.
And then we gave examples of the ghost hunts. We walked you through what we experienced.
Oh, stories.
And we also put a CD in the back of the book where you hear the voices that we captured, the
Yeah.
EVPs, on our recorder.
Uh-huh.
And so you can really experience it. And that's
They are fun.
available on our website
Yes, it is.
at psychicspectrum.com.
That's
So-
true. For only 15 smackers.
That's right. And that
That's
includes
right.
the CD. by
Yes,
the
it
way.
does. Yes, it does.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Everybody has loved the ghost voices.
so if you want to go and you think it might be fun, if you still have questions about it, reservations, you just want to, still interested, call us, text us, email us, whatever you want. We'll answer your questions. We'll explain more to you. And overall, you'll find it's fun. It's a good time. You meet like-minded people, and you experience something that you have probably never experienced before, or want to experience it the way we
Maybe
do
they
it.
never want to experience it again.
That's sometimes.
There are sometimes there's people that say, okay, I had enough of this. Others really, they look forward to all of them, so
Mhm.
have a really good time. We really do. It's a fun thing. Just don't be scared. Don't come in with expectations of what you see on television, because believe me, it's never been like that.
No. I've actually described them, even though they're not. I've actually described them, if you're comparing it to TV or Hollywood, as boring.
They can be, but the people are great, and we have a good time talking.
Yeah, we make a good time out of it,
Yeah.
and everybody learns things.
Yeah.
And,
But never has a
experiences.
ghost horse run through the cemetery with this Confederate soldier on it or anything.
no,
You got to bring it like a booklet of ghost jokes.
Well,
maybe.
there you go.
Keep it lively.
no! Don't encourage jokes, Eric.
Don't tempt me.
But again, if you ever thought about a ghost hunt, our ghost hunt season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
We are planning.
There's 3, isn't there?
I've got 3 set up. I'm thinking about another one that would be an overnight one, out of town,
Yeah.
kind of local.
That one kind of depends.
But that depends on a whole lot of variables.
Yeah, we still got to work that one out.
But anyhow,
But
some of these are indoor. These 3 that I've set up. Some of them are outdoors. It says actually there's 4 I put up there.
no, there's 3. There's 2 outdoor and 1 indoor, is what I looked at.
No,
But that's okay.
there's one in September that's going to be an indoor one.
Okay.
I've got June, July, August, and September.
Plus, we got UFO hunt coming up. And,
UFO watching, yes.
Sasquatch, maybe.
That's coming up, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to tell about Ginger here. But, Ginger's been under the weather. We certainly hope she's doing much better, because we're all putting her in the white light and put her on the prayer list. And
Yes,
we're
those
just,
of you listening who are friends of Ginger at gingerspetrescue.org.
send her all the energy you can.
Talk to her, tell her we said hi, because she doesn't listen to the show right now because she's under the weather.
Yeah.
But let her know we're thinking of her, and everybody send her good energy. But gingerspetrescue.org, if you want to go on the website, is a organization that has saved over 17,000 dogs.
18,000
18,000 now?
Yeah.
Worldwide, she collects these dogs from around the world, Asian.
She has had cats too,
and
but she's
some
mainly
cats, yeah.
mainly dogs.
But
Death row dogs.
she collects them, brings them in for adoption, and she adopts them out. She holds adoption events at different locations every month.
Every weekend.
Every week.
Yeah, every
and this
weekend.
weekend's going to be at the Eddy at Green Lake. So the Eddy is in a huge apartment complex. It's in the parking lot. It's called the Eddy at Green Lake. So we also want to encourage you to stop by our other sponsor, the Poodle Dog Restaurant in Fife. It's where we do a lot of our events out of. We have
Every
in their
Wednesday and the
conference
first
rooms.
Saturday of every month in our classes.
That's right.
That's right.
So go there. And our website, find out about our events, is at psychicspectrum.com, and we are cutting time short, so we have to run. We are glad you listened. Tune in and let us know if you have any questions.
I'm glad I'm not using high heels. I couldn't run too good.
All right. So
Wait a minute. Eric's got something important to say.
Oh, it's not important. I just thought if we had time, I got a ghost joke for you.
yeah,
Give it
go
to me.
for it.
Give it to me.
Which ghost is the best dancer?
Ghost is the
What's
best
the
dancer.
best dancer?
I don't know.
The boogeyman.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I love you, Eric. I do.
Yay.
That was right up my alley. I appreciate that one. I may have to use it.
That was good. All right. Well, thanks for listening again today. And as our theme song says,
Oh, what a wonderful world. Love you, Daddy.
To myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself.